Welcome back, everybody. It's another day, another opportunity to do what you can and be proud of yourself when it comes to the end of the day that you can look back on and say, I did that. Big or small, we could do it all gradually in time. I just sewed one of these shirts yesterday. It was one of two. The other one is somewhere in my garage, or either I sold it to somebody from my storage unit. I am planning this month to be cleared out of my storage unit. I am going to be saving $200 once I'm able to do that. So this is the last month of me paying for storage. This sold for $34 plus shipping. I also got two more orders from customers from things that I showed you that I got from Omar, and I'll show you that here in a second once I pack this up. This one's going out to Irving, Texas. Let's continue with more sales of this Millefiori vintage paperweight glass right here. I know it looks like candy, almost like a fruitcake, and I love fruitcake. My mouth just watered. I know some people were like, and other people were like, but I love fruitcake. I didn't have any this past Christmas, but I will this year. This sold for $35. That includes shipping. And then the other item here that sold is going to be for this beautiful brass. I got a message saying if it's available, and I said that it is, but that I still have to inspect it because I wanted to make sure that is not just what they seen on one side. I couldn't remember if I showed every little thing. So I ended up taking photos, as you can see right there, that little ding, and they said that that's okay. They sent an offer. I like the offer. I think right now with these two orders from that haul that I got from Omar's gets me to where everything else is going to be in the profits. This brass vessel vase type thing sold for $50. These were viewer sales. Thank you both so much, and everybody else who stops by and support. Hit the likes and make sure and subscribes. I can't do it anymore. I need to love myself, and by loving myself, I need to coffee myself. Because if not, if I can't coffee first, I can't people-y, and I like to people-y. I need you. All right, this has been my go-to when I have been drinking coffee, but man, I think it's like 3 or 4 days, and I am fiending for coffee. I mean, I can't stop thinking about it. Just hearing the sound of that makes my soul happy, and my taste buds, and me, all of the above. What do I need? I need some creamer. Carla got some new creamer, white chocolate mocha, Naturals Coffee Mate Bliss, real milk cream, and cinnamon dulce latte. We'll go with that one. I decided I want iced coffee. Yeah, let's go with some iced coffee, but making it that it comes out of there hot. I'm gonna need this and some of this. Pour some in here. You gotta be careful with this because it could be very hot in the beginning, and then it starts to cool down, but this shaker is magical. But when you're doing hot and cold like this, you want to kind of loosen off the top because it could make up some build-up pressure and it could spray. It's happened to me like once or twice in the beginning. So a little goes a long way. Oh, it's cold now. Watch this stainless steel shaker right here. You can see it on the edges. So it's starting to get cold. Feels cold too. Bam. I've been trying to see what works best when I do make coffee. I am really trying not to drink it in front of Carla. But first, I'm going to put some of this cold froth on the bottom as a layer. So when I stir it around, it's kind of all over the place. And then yeah. Oh, yeah. Get all in there. Get all in there. I need every ounce of you. And then the rest of this. That is thick, like me. Oh yeah, I'm so excited about coffee. I am gonna get some things listed today. In about an hour, I'm about to head out to go get my exercise in. And one thing I've also been doing is exercising here at home with some of the dumbbells and kettlebell that I have. These past 2 weeks have flown by so fast. It's already time to do laundry again. All right, orders are dropped off. I was planning on going to the gym, and right before Carla went back to bed because she has to work tonight, she asked if I could drop her off because She has an appointment in the morning, so why wouldn't I? So when I drop her off, I might just go thrifting at Savers, where I ended up selling that lacrosse jersey. Would it be pretty cool if I found another one? Although it's not going to be discounted today, it is still worth looking for because it sold for $50. That's what I was saying. It goes for like asking price, 50 to 100. I know it's a wide range, but that's what the comps say. I'm working on a vlog while I'm recording a vlog. Some days are a lot easier to record, and then some days not so much. Not that it's like, oh my God, the end of the world. It's just things are going on in people's lives. And Carla told me when 4 hits to come down and take her meds out because it has to be in the fridge and then be out for a while. So I made sure I had a timer for that. Last thing I want is to get on my wife's nerves some more. I mean, that's a part of marriage. That comes with it, especially with somebody like me. I know I drive her nuts, but I know she loves me. I hope she loves me. If you don't mind, folks, tell me a thing or two why you love the person you love or the pet that you love. This one just came in. Stats, I got around 11 or 8 pair of these. I can't remember. And I got them for $1 each. So I'm already in the profits around $30. This is probably like my 3rd or 4th one that I've sold. The other item that sold was one from the church sale from last weekend. And I'm wondering if they are there again because they have some really good shirts. And I'm getting a lot of eyes on eBay. And they have really good potential for eBay and whatnot. So if I could go back and get more for $1, that would be amazing. Yeah, this one sold for 18 plus shipping. Really good one. And then yeah, this one sold for $9 plus shipping. Whew. It's like 109 degrees out. There's like 109 cars up in here. It's freaking packed today at the post office. Oh, I like his shirt. That's a cool shirt. Goodness, there was such a long line, and then even walking in, there was nobody in the doorway. As I was walking out, there was like 10 people blocking the doorway, all making these sour faces. So I said, excuse me, and the lady wouldn't move, nor would the guy behind her. And I said, I'm just trying to get out. And the guy moved, and the lady just, I said, it's only a doorway. People walk in and out of it. And everybody turns around and looks at the lady and just smirked. And then she steps forward. But it was already too late. I was already out the door. I don't understand. I'm going to leave it alone because I could go off on this. I just woke up from dozing off on the couch to Carla leaving to work, which makes me sad because I always walk her to her car, give her a kiss and say drive safe and I love her. And when I fell asleep about 30 minutes before I would say she left around her normal time. And I laid right there and I passed out. I woke up this morning around 5 something. To make sure that I'm up on time and not feel drowsy and sleepy driving to go pick her up. And then after that, we had appointments and then drove home. And then I started working on going to thrift stores. And I ended up going to Goodwill and then getting her some food. She was wanting some chicken wings. Carla loves all flats. She prefers flats, which are wings. And I'm more of the drummer guy. I love the drumsticks. I love the juiciness. So we ended up ordering some food. Or I got some food from Chuck's Tavern. There are a couple of locations here in Las Vegas, and they have some really good food. I recommend, if you want to try them out, they're garlic Parmesan wings, and they have other flavors, but that's our go-to. Garlic Parmesan wings, ask them to make it as crispy as possible. They won't burn it. I hope they don't. They've never burned it for us. And then the fries are really good, but they're lobster, macaroni, and cheese. Mouth watering right now. It's that good. It's so good. So when I woke up, I'm like, oh, maybe Carla's upstairs. I thought it was just seconds. And I looked at the time and I'm like, what the hell? It's already 6:40. I know Carla's not here. She's gone. So I texted her to see if she was at work. Okay. And she said yes. And she said if I could clean the house, do the floors and the restrooms. So it is 7:31 right now. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be working on cleaning up the floors. Now, it's just us, and it's hard to believe, like, how can you get messy in a house like this? Easily. Things happen. Then we got this little guy over here who's always chilling somewhere, right, Ted? So he goes inside and out, and so do I. You know, walking outside. We don't wear, like, our outside shoes inside. We have indoor, like, slippers. And then Carla named our little pole cleaner Willoughby or Willoughby. She says it pretty cute. So we ended up cleaning the pool up, or I cleaned the pool up the other day. But right now I know I need to get a lot of work in because I got to clean up the floors with stuff like this that gets brought up into the house and clean this place up. There's some dishes, some things I got to work on. I'm gonna vacuum the floors. Vacuum the floors and then mop them. I'm watching something about Manhattan. They sell real estate there. Pretty cool. We've been in New York. We were there like 2 years ago. They're mentioning and been to, just like the bridge there, we've been and we walked to it and through it, and it was really fun. So it's cool that Carla and I travel from time to time. You ready to clean the house, boy? You ready to clean? Let's clean. Squirrel. What do we need here? First, we're gonna need this later. This is what we use to mop, is the Bissell. Bissell's very fun to use. Tip runs away from everything that turns on. Vacuum. Yeah, let's vacuum the floor and get this stuff clean and then work on the bathrooms. Tip. Somebody said you need to lay off the snacks. I didn't tell them that we don't really give you snacks. What is he doing? How's he doing? Are you like... It was funny because he just started charging at this thing. It wasn't even on. I just rolled it and he started charging it. And by the time I was able to record, he ran away. You weirdo. All right, let's get some stuff clean over here. I know I'm going to be up late and I don't have to get up early tomorrow. Today is Saturday. And when you see this, it will be Sunday. I am always trying to share content with you, but sometimes, like, I'm just so busy back and forth, I can't pick up my phone and record. So I just try not to sweat it. Try not to put too much pressure on myself. Where's that thing? Here it is. I try not to put too much pressure on myself because when I do that, that's when I start getting overwhelmed. It is pretty warm. Today, it hit 117 degrees. And that was supposed to be tomorrow. So I have a feeling the temperature of 117 being the highest ever here in Las Vegas, which I feel is not true. I feel like it was 118 last year. But then again, it could just be in some areas or whatever I was reading be different. But I think tomorrow is going to be higher than 117. It's been going up high every day for the past few days. So I am making me some Kona coffee. Carla's not here. When I made some the other day, she came down and she was like, I need to have it. I want coffee. You don't understand. I want coffee, but I'm trying to get off of it. And I was like, I was trying my best, babe, but I needed coffee. And it was so bad that I was like thinking of it every time I was walking around in the house or throughout the day. I was like, man, coffee. Damn it. I'm going to make coffee. Sorry, babe. And I stay downstairs, but of course the scent lingers and it floats around. So she smelled it from upstairs and came down and she was like in her crazy mode of, I want coffee. And I know it's tough, but she is trying to find like like teas and things like that. She's getting back in her teas. She has a lot of teas. Let me show you. Carla has a bunch of teas. She's the one that got me into drinking tea, and they're really good. Not all of them, but there are some that are really, really good. So this is our tea drawer, and here's a bunch of teas. She always stacks up on these Good Earth, the cinnamon ones. These are really good. When I usually make them. I like that they're caffeine free. Carla's used these for years. This is the tea that I use a lot of. And over here is the honey that I purchased from the street vendor, or the person had a little pop-up shop, and the OB is orange blossom. This is some really good, really good honey. The other honey we bought at stores will get really thick and it wouldn't move around like this. And that tells me now, learning about this being real honey, that the other ones that we bought might have been mixed with other things. So that's other things we're trying to pay attention to, or things that are more organic and healthier. What is he doing? He's inspecting. You inspecting it? Is it picking on you, Tip? What is wrong with them? All right, time to admit. Ooh. Carla stacks stuff in here and she'll blame me. Who put this in there? Look at this. This is dangerous. Look at this. I opened it and it swung down, and then there's this piece over here. Look at that. Look at that. If I was to pull that one, she was trying to sabotage me right there, folks. Ooh, somebody broke the top of that. Not me. And why is my cup over here in the first place? And then look, there's my Hawaii cup. She ended up putting it on her side. She liked it. This coffee cup right here, when I got it, is one of the new ones when we want to go visit in May for our 14th year anniversary. And she was like, oh, I like that one. I was like, babe, it's mine. You have all these other ones. That's a pretty good place. Have any of you ever been there? Been in New Orleans? It's a must. This has been my favorite go-to style of coffee, iced coffee here recently. It is chilling up inside here, and the froth is getting ready. And so am I to get this house clean. That's just one section of the house. The hardest part of vacuuming for me is always going over the carpet. So for those who have hardwood floors and you're considering even a small carpet just like that, or even like the one we have over here, you really want to make sure you get a vacuum that adjusts the settings to levels of the height of it, so that way you don't burn it out and ruin it. I always move everything when it comes to vacuuming underneath. I haven't got to this room yet, but even under here, places that you don't step on, you end up finding things that need to be vacuumed. Almost done. I gotta move the extension cord this way because it's not long enough. But as I'm getting through parts of the house and the floors, I am moving things so that way I get under it to get things like this. We got some Rona in the house. Get out of here, Rona. Balloon from when the kids were over. Tip is over here hiding somewhere. Whew. 8:35. I'm still new to being at home. You know, I'm like, I want to thrift. I want to do thrifting stuff. But there's more to thrifting that goes on. Now, for one of my favorite parts, I need pads. Now, these are stained, but they are clean. They've been washed so many times. We use them time and time again, and they go to the bizzle. A mop takes so much work, and I loved, ever since Carla got this, we use the pads. The pads are going to be used under here. Use a little Velcro type thing that attaches, and they spin around, and they capture things, and it smells so good. I love this thing. If you've been using a mop all this time, try getting one of these bizzles. It helps your back so much. A mop, you're like hunching over, and then your back goes out and you're like, oh yeah, yeah. And then you lean forward again and you're like, oh yeah, yeah. So this helps you just stand straight up You move it back and forth. The way it turns, it could pull and come back and go sideways and turns. It's very easy to use, highly recommended. Cleaning up my own home has really opened up my eyes to the way I see things differently. I'm always trying to get better and learn. And one thing I did as a kid, I hated cleaning. I felt like we were cleaning all the time. And then now that I'm an adult doing adulting stuff, I'm like, I like cleaning. I like the way this feels. This is my home. This is something I work hard for, and I'm proud of it. And although it takes hours at times to clean, and sometimes my back does get some aching pains from sciatica and arthritis, like that's something I gotta live with. But what I don't have to live with is a mess. And I've been cleaning on my act for some time now. And as I continue to do it, I'm also learning about myself and putting better thoughts in my head and memories rather than things that used to be negative. I was asked a while back by consignment chat, Samantha. She says, Sonny, I like the way you talk. I like the way you speak. But why are you always serious? And I said, you know, right now, this is the way that I am and I need to let it out. And in time, I'm gonna be different because I'm gonna water out. I'm gonna drown out all that negativity stuff, the things that's been on my chest for years and decades. And then all you're gonna know me for is being positive. And I think I've reached that milestone. And it's something I look back on. And I didn't say it just to speak out of my bunghole. I said it because that's how I meant. And I've been very expressive over the last few years of how I feel as a man, which I didn't get a lot as a kid. I didn't know how to express my feelings other than be tough. Knocked out the kitchen, got to knock out the rest of these floors and over there. And I am done for the lower level of the house. Tomorrow, I am going to be finishing up everything else. Hi, boy. You going upstairs? Go ahead. You could go upstairs. I'm about to grab the vacuum. What did I do with it? Maybe I put it back inside the closet where it's supposed to go. Yeah, that's where I put it. Lead the way, boy. I'm still in the mood. I want to clean. I think the coffee's kicking in. So cleaning up El Baño right now and the toilets. Nothing goes undone. And then the glass. Always got to do that. And clean. Smelling nice and fresh. All right. Finished up cleaning. Everything in here. Nice and clear. No fuzzy dullness, residue, scum, window scum, shower scum, whatever it's called. Clean, wipe down all of Carla's baby powder all over the place. Ay, ay, ay. She puts more baby powder on the floor and the walls than she does her body. Whew. So much more. Having a home, a rental place, even just a room. Make the best of it, own up to it, be like, this is my sanctuary. Let it be where when I come into my own space, your own space, that you don't feel overwhelmed with clutter. I've been sharing with you my story and what I've been learning along the way through cleaning up my mess and what it's helping, not just cleaning up my mess, it's cleaning up my mind. It's cleaning up all these things that were like, oh, I gotta clean again. Oh, I gotta do the dishes. Now I'm like, this feels really good. I look forward to doing this stuff. And more, I get to share with you more about me, and I get to learn about me as well as you do. And I get to learn through you in the comments and your advice, like I have been saying, and I am very thankful. I can't say that enough. Now to wash myself and calling today or the past few days a wrap. Thank you for spending your time with me and joining me when you can. Go and check out my previous videos and see what I did from the very start of this channel. We're just a couple of videos away from reaching 100 vlog videos. That is amazing. It feels like I just started a few weeks ago, which has been a lot of weeks ago, but it has been really good, smooth sailing, sharing with you who I am and what I'm learning. Even though you're an adult, you could always learn stuff. You could always be motivated to do things, but you gotta find that self-motivation to knock things out for yourself. I'll see you again soon. Make sure to like and subscribe.